Yes, so the real 4199s. Aisha Yesufu rehearsed as NNPC boss Mele Kyari claims rehabilitation work still ongoing at Portharcourt Refinery weeks after revealing the refinery was set for operation. Aisha Yesufu, a vocal critic and activist, has criticized the statement of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company, Nnpcl Limited, revealing that about 84% completion of the work at the fifth refinery had been achieved, while all mechanical aspects of rehabilitation work had been completed. Okay. A test run of the refinery was carried out on December 21st, 2023 to ascertain the capacity of the flares in the refinery process. Sources at the refinery stood are corresponding that sandblasting of all the pipes that would connect the refinery to the crude oil tank farms would be completed within the week. A source at the refinery who works in one of the contracting firms said many of the tank farms had been stocked with crude oil, awaiting evacuation through the pipes to the burning furnace. The old refinery, that is the fifth, was completed in December 2023, but there are other areas that needed to be completed because as at the time, they had not tested the flare line. When the minister visited the refinery recently, they tested the flare lines. That is the line that burns the gas. The flares were tested to ascertain its capacity. Sandblasting of the pipes that will connect the refinery to where they will get supply for crude oil is ongoing and will be completed this week. They are sandblasting the area, he said. Another source who did not want his name in print said all the mechanical aspects of the refinery had been completed and were awaiting evacuation of crude from the reservoirs. He said, I can tell you that all the contractors at the site are working around the clock to ensure that the rehabilitation works are completed within the record time. But actual refining of crude oil has not started because the evacuation lines are not ready. Although this comes after a December report which caused jubilation amongst Nigeria of the refinery finally rehabilitated and set for operation at it received thousands of barrels of crude oil as reported by media houses. Okay. We dey tell you that time now. Say now today, anything wey dey talk until it happen. And they have failed in almost all their prediction, all their promises, in all whatever it is, everything. In almost all aspects, they have failed. So who is going to be taking them serious? And when those who are always happy and do, they are just fooling themselves because you cannot continue to be fooled all the time. And they will tell you you receive it, you embrace it. It does not work like that. But no be this refinery they say it go work for this past December. Tinubu bragged about it. Oh, say then go open now for December. Now Nigeria government, they ask Nigeria plus Indian film. The more you watch, the more you get confused. Mele Kyari is a chief roster implanted by both Buhari and Tinubu governments to make it easier for them to continue to loot Nigeria. Reasonable government would have done away with Mele Kyari ever since, but they keep him to fast track their criminal mission. See, I don't even they might be cooperating with them because if the people at the top are not the ones involved in this whole thing, I don't think a subordinate will want to outsmart the person that employed him because they had dancing to the tune of all these their so-called leaders. Well, madam, leave them. The hypocrites are only doing themselves because evil have its reward. Good also has its reward. Why don't they want to remove this man that worked for Buhari? Is he the man? We just pray all these lies going back and forth will end one day and the crusade already delivered to the dead refinery will not develop wings and disappear before the refinery is finally sold as scrap. Imagine something in Igbo land, but the gold in the north are owned by these Islamic people. The criminals are the people who work with INEC chairman to ensure that the country remains a looting field. This woman doesn't even know when to be quiet. APC's little feet are strongly hurting her. Oh, which kind of feet? You are a wasted something. Your comment says to Ududu. Nemesis is also hurting APC. APC is only a party. Anyone could be a PC. So what is your point? The country now scam. When they don't expose you now, no go fit counter whether you think that they are lying or they are not saying the right thing. Then you counter them. You can't counter them. The next thing you begin to digress. Niger Delta crew or is only national cake in Nigeria, but only for Borno to rule Nigeria group. We are used to APC liars and manipulations. They are zombies will swallow all their vomit line, hook and sinker. After all, they blindly supported Buhari from change Dolly to next labels and now crying and looting a food truck. Hey, oh my goodness. Mele Kyari is a dangerous and a trained 419 guy. Really? You think he's working in isolation? He's not working alone. He's not working in isolation. Because the people that put him there, they know exactly what he's been doing. They didn't just leave him to continue to operate the way he likes, but they are together in it. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this